In this lesson, we'll explore how we can use HTML comments to essentially hide comments that we wish to embed within our page or deactivate pieces of our HTML code. We've seen commenting already in cascading style sheets using a syntax of a / followed by a star, something contained intended to be commented out, and then a star with a /. Comments in HTML follow the exact same concept, but use a different syntax. Let's take a look at this using the example we were working with in the previous lesson. Now, HTML comments have many uses, the majority of which are useful for you, the website designer, the website developer. If you were in the middle of working on something, as we were in the previous lesson, as we were building a definition list, which we can see inside one of the table cells in our web browser, I might have decided that I wanted to stop working so I could go get lunch. But if I was working on a very large web page, I might forget where I was or even what I was doing before lunch. So you might want to put a note to yourself or an instruction to yourself to do something when you come back to edit this code. So for example, I'll position my mouse after my definition list and tab over a few times and type ! ! This is the opening syntax of an HTML comment. I'll then tab over once and type ! which is essentially the closing syntax to indicate that my comment is now finished. Between this opening and closing comment syntax, I can write a note which is contained within the HTML but not displayed to the viewer of the web page. I might type something along the lines of, when you get back from lunch, pick up working on this line of code. Now, from the File menu, I'll save my work, switch over to my web browser, and hit Reload. Now I don't see anything on my page, but if I right-click or control-click on the Mac and view my page source and scroll down, notice that that line of code is there. It is present inside the HTML of the web page, but it is not being displayed to the viewer. Before you would push your code out to a website, you might, and I would suggest you come back in and delete your comments so that you don't have messages that you don't want to be seen out there just because someone doesn't see them displayed in the web page. Doesn't mean somebody savvy like yourself who knows HTML won't read them when they view the source of your website. Another use for HTML comments is deactivating blocks of code. I'm going to take out this text by positioning my mouse after the sentence and just hitting the delete key to remove this when you get back from lunch statement, but leave the syntax of my comment in place. I'm then going to select my opening comment and cut it and position it before my definition list. Tab over a few times and paste it. The closing comment is already after the closing definition list tag, so I'll just delete some of that extra space and tab that comment over. I'll now save my work, switch over to my web browser and hit refresh. Notice that the HTML is now essentially deactivated. As you're editing your HTML files, you may create code, but you're not sure that you want to have it in your file when you publish it out to your live web server, but you're not sure you want to delete it either. It's much easier to deactivate code and delete it later than to delete it now and wish you had it back again later on. So comments can help you essentially turn pieces of your web page code off, delete them if you don't need them later, or turn them back on if you need them now.